welcome back to the channel. Another segment of Brian Reads the News. Today I thought I'd dive into kind of a fun one. Since the Chiefs keep winning and they're on the road to that Super Bowl, I thought it would be fun to take a look at old Travis Kelce. And of course with Travis Kelce comes Taylor Swift. So we got one here that details a complete timeline of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's relationship. Let's take a look. Here's a look at the couple. It says, of course, a complete timeline of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's relationship by Eve Crosby and Callie Algram. So this article comes from BusinessInsider.com. It says Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce have been dating since July. The pop star 33 and athlete 34 have been open about their affection for each other. Swift has been spotted at many NFL games cheering on Kelce and Kansas City Chiefs. We'll take a wild guess and say that Travis Kelce's favorite track from Taylor Swift's Midnights might be Mastermind. Shortly after he turned up to the Eras tour with a friendship bracelet and a dream, the Kansas City Chiefs tight end began dating the multi-Grammy winning superstar. Kelce, 34, laid the groundwork and made his feelings for Swift, 33, known in July after he failed to get some one-on-one time when her tour passed through his home turf in Missouri. Soon, all the dominoes cascaded in line. Swift began attending NFL games, openly cheering for the Chiefs and stepping out with Kelce for date nights in New York City. For everything that has gone down between the Super Bowl winner and record-breaking singer-songwriter, here's a complete timeline of their relationship so far. July 8th, 2023, Kelce attended Swift's Eras Tour show stop in Kansas City. Kelce officially entered his Swiftie era when he attended the second of the anti-hero singer's two performances on his home turf. Before the concert held at Arrowhead Stadium, Kelce has seen chatting with Swifties and even trading friendship bracelets, according to a video posted on X, formerly Twitter. July 26, 2023, a few weeks later, Kelce said on his podcast that he had wanted to give Swift his number at the show. Speaking on his podcast, New Heights with Jason and Travis Kelce, the athlete said he was butthurt he couldn't give Swift a friendship bracelet, a tradition among Swift's concert goers, that included his phone number. Quote, I was disappointed that she doesn't talk before or after her shows because she has to save her voice for the 44 songs that she sings, Kelce told his brother and co-host Philadelphia Eagles center Jason Kelce. Jason then asked which number he put on the bracelet, the number on his Kansas City Chiefs jersey 87 or his phone number. Quote, you know which one, Travis responded. He also quipped that while Swift doesn't meet anybody before her shows, he took it personal. It says here, according to Swift, she and Kelce began dating right after the podcast episode aired. In an interview with Time magazine, Swift confirmed her relationship with Kelce and offered details about the beginning of their romance. Quote, this all started when Travis very adorably put me on blast on his podcast, which I thought was metal as hell, she said. We started hanging out right after that, so we actually had a significant amount of time that no one knew, which I'm grateful for because we got to know each other. September 21st, 2023, Kelce said he had thrown the ball in her court and invited Swift to one of his football games. 2 months after his podcast episode, Kelce told ESPN's Pat McAfee that after trying to woo the Grammy winner with a friendship bracelet, he extended an invite to one of his upcoming games. Quote, I told her, I've seen you rock the stage at Arrowhead. You might have to come see me rock the stage at Arrowhead and see which one's a little more lit, Kelce said in the interview. Quote, we'll see what happens in the near future, he added. September 24th, 2023, Swift attended the Chiefs game against the Chicago Bears just 3 days later. Swift sent the internet into meltdown when she accepted Kelce's invitation. However, according to Swift, the lovebirds were already official by that time she attended her first game on September 24th. Quote, by the time I went to that first game, we were a couple, she told Time. I think some people think that they saw our first date at that game. We would never be psychotic enough to hard launch a first date. On that fated day, Swift was photographed wearing Kansas City colors as she watched the game from Kelce's private suite alongside his mom, Donna Kelce. When Kelce, already considered one of the best tight ends in the NFL history, hauled in a touchdown pass from Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes in the third quarter, Swift rose to her feet and cheered. After chest bumping with another spectator in the box, the singer appeared to shout, "Let's effing go," as Mama Kelce smiled and applauded. After the game, images of Kelce and Swift walking out of the stadium together and driving off in his old-school convertible were shared on X. The pair ended their night at Prime's social rooftop, which Kelce rented out for Swift, his family, and his teammates, per Entertainment Tonight. In photos obtained by TMZ, the couple weren't shy about showing their affection for each other, as Swift was seen wrapping her arm around Kelce's neck as they chatted to each other partygoers. In the days following, an anonymous source told people that Kelce and Swift had been hanging out and were still in the super early days of getting to know each other. Quote, "They're having fun," the source told the outlet. Quote, "This was Taylor's first time meeting his mom and dad, and everyone was enjoying themselves." Meanwhile, Kelce debriefed the Swift-inspired frenzy on his podcast. He thanked her for pulling up to his game, saying he sure had a hell enjoyed his weekend. Sure as hell enjoyed his weekend. September 27th, 2023, Kelce spoke about Swift again on his podcast. During an episode of New Heights, Kelce joked that his personal life is not so personal anymore. "Shout out to Taylor for pulling up," he said. "That was pretty ballsy." Kelce went on to praise Swift for her behavior with his family at her first Chiefs game. Quote, "I just thought it was awesome how everyone in the suite had nothing but great things to say about her. The friends and family," he said, "they looked amazing. Everybody was talking about her in great light. And on top of that, the day went perfect for the Chiefs fans, of course. To see the slow motion chest bumps, to see the high fives with Mom," he continued, "to see how Chiefs Kingdom was all excited that she was there, that S was absolutely hysterical. And it was definitely a game. I'll remember that's for damn sure. And then we just slid off in the getaway car at the end. October 1st, 2023, Swift attended a second Chiefs game a week later, and she brought some of her famous friends. During the Chiefs game against the New York Jets at MetLife Stadium in New York, Swift supported Kelce again and brought along some A-list pals. Swift was spotted watching the game alongside Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, Sabrina Carpenter, Hugh Jackman, Sophie Turner, and Tony Porowski. While Swift and Kelce left the stadium separately, it seemed they had spent some time together beforehand. The Super Bowl champion was spotted by Page Six leaving Swift's New York apartment that morning. October 4th, 2023, Kelce tried to get the NFL to pull back on its coverage of Swift at the games, declaring on his podcast, "They're overdoing it." Kelce said the NFL had gone overboard in their coverage of Swift during an episode of his podcast released on October 4th. Quote, "I think it's fun when they show who all is at the game. I think it brings a little more to the atmosphere. It brings a little bit more to what you're watching," Kelce said. "But at the same time, I think they're overdoing it a little bit," he continued. NBC Sports, which aired the game, made frequent cuts to shots of Swift cheering on the Chiefs. The NFL also briefly changed bios on Instagram to X and X to reference Swift after the Chiefs beat the Jets. In response, the NFL defended its coverage of the pair in a statement obtained by ESPN. October 5th, 2023, Kelce celebrated his 34th birthday. Swift reportedly flew to Missouri to spend the weekend with him. According to multiple outlets, the fearless singer spent a few days with Kelce following his 34th birthday. Us Weekly, Page Six, and Daily Mail reported that Swift flew from her home in Nashville, Tennessee to Kansas City, Missouri the day after his birthday. The two were not seen out together, and an anonymous source told Us Weekly that the pair chose to have a chill night together. It's unknown whether Swift left, but she was not present at the Kansas City Chiefs game against the Minnesota Vikings the following Sunday. October 12th, 2023, Swift showed up to her third Chiefs game one day after premiering the Eras Tour movie. The Cruel Summer singer returned to the Arrowhead Stadium to cheer on Kelce as his team took on the Denver Broncos. In a video shared by People, Swift was seen wearing a Chiefs-branded jacket for the game, where she caught up with Kelce's parents in the family suite. She was also seen speaking with Brittany Mahomes, the wife of Kelce's teammate and close friend Patrick Mahomes. Photos published by Mail Online showed that what appeared to be Swift's security team outside of Kelce's home until Friday afternoon, suggesting that the pop star had stayed the night. Kelce's mother later discussed the whirlwind caused by Swift's game day appearances. Quote, "I thought it would be over at that point, but it seems to just continue, and every week just seems to trump the week before," Donna said during an episode of the Got It From My Mama podcast. So it's really kind of wild, a wild ride. October 14th, 2023, the couple were photographed holding hands in public for the first time. Swift and Kelce were photographed holding hands after enjoying a date night in New York City. The outing marked the first time the two were photographed by paparazzi in public together, and many took it as a confirmation of their relationship. Their first public display of affection came after the pair dined at celebrity hotspot Nobu, per photos and video obtained by TMZ and Page 6. Swift and Kelce later went to Rockefeller Center, where they made separate surprise appearances on NBC's Saturday Night Live. They finished the night at the show's after-party. Pictures from Getty Images showed. October 15th, 2023. One day after crashing SNL, Kelce and Swift held hands again after dining together in New York City. Swift and Kelce were photographed by paparazzi after spending Sunday night at Waverly Inn. Swift has dined at the West Village hotspot before, most notably in 2016 with Carrie Delavigny, Lord, and Jack Antonoff. October 22nd, 2023, Swift attended another Kelce's game in Kansas City. Just a few days before the release of 1989 Taylor's version, Swift was on hand to support the Kansas City Chiefs as they took on the Los Angeles Chargers. She was filmed cheering for Kelce, looking concerned when he fell, and performing on elaborate handshakes with Brittany Mahomes. Swift and Kelce were also photographed together at a post-game party alongside Kelce's teammate McCole Hardman Jr. and his girlfriend Kariah Gordon. Gordon shared a series of photos on Instagram, including one of Swift kissing Kelce on the cheek. October 22nd, 2023, Kelce said that Travis is excited about his new relationship. After the Chiefs beat the Chargers, Jason opened up to his NBC Sports about his brother's new relationship and the frenzy it caused. Quote, "It's certainly been weird, the level that it is at now," he told NBC Sports on Sunday night. "On one hand, I'm happy for my brother that he seems to be in a relationship that he's excited about, that he has his genuine about, but there's another end of it where it's like, man, this is a lot. This is another level of stardom that typically football players don't deal with," he added. October 24th, 2023, Kelce's dad praised Swift as smart and genuine. In an interview with People, Ed Kelce described Swift as a very, very sweet, very charming, down-to-earth young woman. The athlete's father also praised her first impression as very genuine, presumably referring to the Chiefs game on October 12th, when Swift and Ed were seen chatting in the stands. Quote, "I'll tell you something very special that I noticed about Taylor the first time I met her," Ed shared. "We're sitting in the suite. She gets up in the front room. She gets up to go get a drink or something, and she starts picking up empty bottles, cans, plates that are scattered around, because in the suites everybody gets stuff and you empty it down wherever you can. And I'm just thinking, I don't think she got the diva memo. She didn't get the spoiled musician," he continued. "She doesn't know how to pull that off." And that really, to me, said a whole lot. November 3rd, 2023, Kelce responded with a smile when asked if he's in love with Swift. At a press conference in Frankfurt, Germany, where the Kansas City Chiefs would soon play the Miami Dolphins, Kelce fielded a direct question about his feelings for Swift. According to the ESPN's NFL reporter Jeff Darlington, the reporter asked, "What is the latest status, and are you in love?" Quote, "I got to see her last week. That's the latest status right there," Kelce said of their current status, though he added, "I'm going to keep my personal relationship personal." A video of the exchange shows that Kelce was grinning as he replied. During a recent episode of his podcast, Kelce also said it was cool to see people dress up as him and Swift for Halloween, though his brother thought it was pretty creepy. November 10, 2023, Kelce joined Swift in Buenos Aires the day after she kicked off the Latin American leg of the Eras tour. Swift and Kelce were spotted at a restaurant in the Argentine capital after Swift postponed her second scheduled show in Buenos Aires due to the truly chaotic weather in the city, she wrote on a post on X, formerly Twitter. According to People, the couple appeared to be joined by Swift's dad, Scott Swift, as they dined in a private room at the Elena restaurant at the Four Seasons in Hotel Buenos Aires. November 11th, 2023, Kelce attended his second Eras Tour concert where Swift changed the lyrics of Karma in his honor. Swift made a small but significant change to Karma during her second show in Buenos Aires as Kelce watched from the VIP tent alongside the pop star's father, Scott Swift. Quote, Karma is the guy on the Chiefs coming straight home to me, Swift sang with a giggle per multiple videos captured by fans at the River Plate concert. TikTok user caught Kelce's reaction to the moment. The crowd erupted into cheers. The two-time Super Bowl champion covered a huge grin with his hands while Scott patted him on the shoulder. Kelce later said he, quote, had a little bit of a clue that Swift was preparing something special for the show, but once he heard the lyric change, it still shocked me. I was like, oh, she really just said that, he said on his podcast. November 11th, 2023, Swift and Kelce shared their first public kiss. It's a little blurry. When her second concert in Buenos Aires ended, Swift left the stage and ran into Kelce's arms as he waited for her by an exit. The couple shared their first public kiss as fans cheered. November 20, 2023, Kelce praised Swift in an interview. In a cover story for WSJ magazine, the NFL player said he was a Swiftie before he began dating the pop star. He praised her songwriting, especially her song Blank Space, and he even described Swift as a genius. Quote, I've never been a man of words, Kelce said. Being around her, seeing how smart Taylor is, has been effing mind-blowing. I'm learning every day. He also said he's been hesitant to discuss their relationship in public because he doesn't want to spook her. That was the biggest thing to me. Make sure I don't say anything that would push Taylor away, he said. Obviously, I've never dated anyone with that kind of aura about them. I've never dealt with it, Kelce added, but at the same time, I'm not running away from any of it. December 3rd, 2023, Swift attended another Kelce's games in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Once again, Swift was photographed cheering for Kelce in a private suite with Brittany Mahomes. Unfortunately, the team lost to the Green Bay Packers 27-19. Quote, they're both really hard workers, and he acknowledges her art is hers and that he has what's his, an anonymous source told People. He understands the territory the relationships comes with, and like he said, isn't letting any of the hoopla impact how they're growing together. December 6, 2023, Swift confirmed her relationship status with Kelce and said they're proud of each other. Swift opened up about Kelce in a cover story for Time magazine, which named her Person of the Year for 2023. She said she enjoys attending NFL games to support Travis and praised him for openly courting her on his podcast. Although Swift has a complicated history with dating in public eye and has kept previous relationships extremely private, she said there's nothing to hide when it comes to Kelce. Quote, when you say a relationship is public, that means I'm going to see him do what he loves. We're showing up for each other. Other people are there and we don't care, Swift told Time. The opposite of that is you have to go to an extreme amount of effort to make sure no one knows that you're seeing someone, and we're just proud of each other. January 6, 2024, Kelce said he and Swift are happy to ignore the outside noise. During the Chiefs press conference, Kelce fielded questions about navigating his relationship amid his growing fame. Quote, as long as we're happy, we Can't listen to anything that's outside noise, Kelce said. That's all that matters. Kelce added that he'd be silly to deny Swift's role in his growing fan base, which his priority is still his job. I brought this upon myself, and I do enjoy having fun with it all. And the biggest thing is making sure my focus is right here in this building, Kelce told reporters. January 28th, 2024, Swift celebrated with Kelce when the Chiefs secured their spot in the Super Bowl. For her 12th NFL appearance, Swift watched the Chiefs beat the Baltimore Ravens to secure their spot in the Super Bowl. After the game, she joined Kelce and his family on the field to celebrate. The couple shared several hugs and kisses in front of the crowd. Alright, so there you have it. That's the complete end to this article about the complete timeline of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's relationship. This is a businessinsider.com article detailing the complete relationship. Tells it all to you. Obviously, you see all the photos there. You can go on businessinsider.com if you want to check it out for yourself. But kind of fun to see that relationship develop, and hopefully it'll get some good coverage of it at the Super Bowl. I'm sure she'll be there cheering him on, and we'll see if the Chiefs can pull it out, him and Patrick Mahomes and the rest of the boys. Should be a good game. They're playing San Francisco 49ers, I believe, so we'll see how that one pans out, and if Taylor shows up in the suite again, maybe she'll make it down to the field if they win. Who knows? It could be a fun one to watch. I want to thank everybody for watching this. This is a segment of Brian Reads the News. I like to do these news stories to take the information from my mouth to your ears, let you know what's going on in the world, and some of these fun articles that you wouldn't otherwise read. I'll read them for you. So I want to thank you for watching this one to the very end. Again, this is my effort to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours on YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscription button, ring that notification bell, come on back and watch some more videos. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.